Hey, good morning, guys. Shane Noor with Dazzy Integrations again, coming back with another episode of Give It To Me Straight, where we try to help small and medium-sized business owners and managers by providing small, easily digestible tidbits of information around technology and hopefully show how it can help or impact their business. So today we're jumping feet first into an exciting topic of passwords, and everyone loves to talk about passwords. If you'd have told me 20 years ago when I got into this field I'd still be dealing with passwords, I would have thought you were crazy. But passwords are such an important part of the IT process, a critical piece to securing your environment and making sure that you guys operate on a continuous basis. We just onboarded a new client this week, and one of the things we found when we went on site is when we ask them about passwords for their machines, they have a spreadsheet that they keep all the usernames and passwords in and just distribute that so that they don't ever lose it and that everyone knows what the latest passwords are. It's an incredibly bad decision, well-intentioned, but bad decision because it weakens the security of their environment. When it comes to passwords, it is really, really important to make sure that you use complex passwords, meaning uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and more important than that, that you rotate passwords on a regular basis. Most organizations are resistant to that because people can't remember their passwords and they find it frustrating to constantly have to change those passwords, but it is critically important. So please make sure that you take full evaluation of that. Make sure that you put in a good security policy around your passwords. The second piece of that we kind of throw into the mix, to make things easier, we always recommend an Active Directory domain, which is just technical jargon that means a centralized server that controls and maintains all the usernames and passwords. That's critical because it ties all of that back to a central piece of authentication. So when you have a new employee, you have one place to add an employee and change their password, and more importantly, when you have an employee leave, you change it at one place. Without that in place, you may have to go around to multiple machines and make sure that all the passwords are changed once you have an employee leave, which is incredibly time consuming, and what ends up happening is most people just don't get it done. They change the password maybe on one computer, and this user may have known the passwords to all the computers since it was distributed in an Excel spreadsheet, and so the end result is an environment where you've got some pretty serious security concerns. And we'll talk more about Active Directory and domains in another episode of Give It To Me Straight. But the action item for today is, number one, I want you to go around and make sure that everyone has their passwords and they do not have them in a spreadsheet, and more importantly, they don't have them taped to the computer monitor. We see that a lot. Username and password taped right across the bottom of the computer monitor. And the answer is, well, I can't remember it, and I just want to keep it there, and in case anyone needs to get on our computer. There's a bad idea. Don't do it. Make sure you've got complex passwords, passwords that are rotated every 60 to 90 days, and if possible, tie that back into an Active Directory domain so that you've got a central point of authority. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you the next time on Give It To Me Straight.